Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and we are about 2 months away from rotation happening on March 22nd, or actually 21st in live. So March 21st, Temporal Forces becomes available in live, and rotation will happen, which means we can no longer play the regulation E marked cards, unless, of course, they've been reprinted. We could then play regulation F, G, and H is the new one that will be coming with temporal forces. And there's a lot of cards that will be missing, and a number of which I will, yeah, I'll miss that they're not available. So I want to talk about those a little bit. What I'm going to do in the next couple months is play some of these cards and some decks built around these cards, because now's the last chance to do it in standard, right? There is expanded play, although live expanded isn't really fully a thing at this point, and also expanded is the level of everything is upped in expanded because you have a greater card pool to select from. So cards that work in standard don't always work in expanded anyway. So I'm going to share some of my cards that I'm going to be missing, and want to encourage you in the comments below to talk about cards that you're going to miss, right? Which you may and want to play. They may give me some ideas for things to do, as well as other listeners' ideas. So, what are we losing? We're losing a lot of Arceus partners, I will say, most of the VMAXs, and obviously a lot of Vs as well. I recently did a video on Sandaconda VMAX, which is an okay deck. It's something it's a type of deck I find a lot of fun, right? So Arceus, we're not losing Arceus. None of the V stars are going away, but obviously Arceus pairs with other Vs, and we're losing a lot of Vs, most VMAXs. I'm going to be looking at a number of Arceus partners in upcoming videos. We're losing all of the battle styles, right? Rapid, single, and Fusion Strike. So we're losing Fusion Strike Mew, which you may miss, or you may be glad it's going, right? Because it has been a top deck, and if you don't like playing it, you might be glad you don't have to play against it. But either way, that's going. Obviously, things like Rapid Strike Urshifu that's been around for a long time. I'm going to miss that. It's obviously it's been a top deck most of the time it's been around. It still is a top deck, and it's kind of been top-ish the whole time. Very powerful attacker there. Rapid Strike Malamar, something I've had a lot of fun with, and I will miss that for sure. It was, again, it was an okay deck. It was a fringe top 10 deck at best, right? That was when it was hitting for meaningful weakness at one time. But still a fun deck to play, and it's a viable deck, at least playing on the ladder, right? I mean, okay, if you're going to bring it to a major IRL event, I wouldn't expect big things from it, but playing on the ladder, you're definitely going to get your share of wins and have fun along the way. And then also a deck like Cast Form with all the different forms of that, not a top deck. Even playing in live ladder, don't expect great things from it. But I've always find it fun attacking for no energy, free retreat. So there, I'm going to miss it. I'm sure you have other decks like that you're going to miss that maybe aren't the best things around, but they're fun. And, just make sure you get a chance to play them in the next couple months before they rotate. Looking at special energies, not much going, losing, besides the battle styles, of course, lucky energy, treasure energy. So, if you like to play close Lugia, I guess there you may have a concern. But okay, and then there's a lot of big trainers rotating. I believe all these are rotating. As I said, if it's been reprinted with a newer regulation mark, it does stay in format, and I've tried to check to make sure I'm not making that mistake. Some of the cards which are important, Battle VIP Pastel, this is a card I don't really like because it's great on your first turn, and it's nothing after that. It's just too swingy for my taste, but I'm playing it a lot more than I used to because I understand it's just super key. I'm actually going to be glad that it rotates, and you can share that too, what cards you're glad, you're just kind of good riddance to, right, once it's not around. But a super powerful card, and you may be missing that one. Cheryl's a card I'm going to miss a lot. You heal all damage from each evolution Pokemon. You discard the energy, so it opens up possibilities, and tanky decks are something I can enjoy. Losing Cross Switcher and Cross Seaver, so which are seeing an upswing in play, so you may miss those. Obviously it's very powerful. A gust effect using your items there. Echoing Horn obviously is going away because it is a rapid strike card, so it's one of the battle styles, often used in control decks, so maybe you're not going to miss that so much. Escape Rope, which is a very useful item. I'm pretty sure, let me take a look. I'm kind of looking at the borders as I scan through. Do I see the silver border? I do not, so I don't believe that's been reprinted. So that's a big loss. I do like that as an option to switch. Path to the Peak's going away. That's going to be good or bad, right? It's going to your rule box Pokemon are not going to get shut down. So if you like playing Arceus V-Star like I do, or any of the battle styles with abilities, hey, it's not getting shut down. Probably, right? There are some other ways, but opens up a lot of things. And of course, your Charizard EX, your Pidgeot EX are going to get much better. So this will shift things up some. So I think I'm glad I kind of enjoy, that shutdown, our 4-path decks lets you do something else that's not relying on those abilities, but it certainly opens up those ability decks more so. So there's a plus and minus, good and bad to that going. Like Fog Crystal, I'm going to miss this a lot, right? For Psychic decks, super, super, super strong item cards. Search for a basic Psychic Energy or a basic Psychic Pokemon. It doesn't have to be a basic Psychic Energy, but that's the only type that it could search for. And so really good. Level Ball, I like these little single prize decks, so Level Ball is a huge loss. We are getting a new item coming out that searches for, I think, 2 basics that are 70 HP or less, which is somewhat similar, but this can get Evolution Pokemon. It goes up to 90, so really good for single prize decks. I also going to miss Rescue Carry a lot, too. And certainly, you want to play a deck like Malamar, which is rotating, like I said, or a deck like Castform, again, rotating. Castform is nowhere near as good as Malamar. But again, fun, and Rescue Carry really helps out these single prize decks a lot. So put up to 2 Pokemon with 90 HP or less for the disc probably into your hand. A lot of fun. So, and then Raihan, this is one I'm going to miss a lot. Really good in a wide variety of decks. All you have to do is play some basic energies in your deck and figure you're going to get knocked out over the course of the game. And pretty much, I know you're trying not to get knocked out. Well, at least most of the time, right? There are like reversal energy comeback decks, but right, you're getting knocked out even with a tanky deck and such at some point. So accelerating that 1 energy and searching for any 1 card, super, super good. So these are just some of the cards I'm going to miss a lot, and I'm going to be looking to dig into some of these cards over the next 2 months as I play through some of the decks featuring these cards. And there's several more that I like that I will, reveal later as things go on. But please share in the comments below things that you like, things you're going to miss, and if there's something that you're glad it's going, good riddance to, feel free to mention that too. Take care and enjoy some Pokemon, and particularly enjoy some of these cards before they rotate in the next couple months.